Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Yo Cup of Joe Thursday show live on Twitch. Today, we're going to be hunting down some Gigantamax Alcremie. Yo, what's up, Maha Pit? Today, we're trying to counter Gigantamax Alcremie, so I'm teaching y'all about her strengths and weaknesses. She's got that great special attack, that great special defense. She hits very hard with fairy type attacks, and her G-Max move, G-Max Finale, will heal herself and her allies for 1/6 of their max health points, which makes Alcremie pretty hard to take down because she's constantly going to be healing herself, and she's got that really high base special defense. But let's talk about some of her weaknesses. Alcremie takes double damage from poison and steel type attacks. She has a pretty low attack stat, pretty low speed, and the defense is not good either. Base 75 defense is Alcremie's weakness, and it is our way in. This is how we are going to take down Alcremie, by taking advantage of her low defense. These three Pokemon here, Snorlax, Arcanine, and Gyarados, all have good special defense, good HP, and good attack. So they are going to be great at taking Alcremie's hits and hitting Alcremie really hard right back into face. They can all learn Iron Head too, which is a steel type attack, so they're going to be dealing super effective damage against Alcremie. We can also use Pokemon like Corviknight, Excadrill, Copperajah, or even Roserade to deal even more super effective damage because they are steel types, so they will get the same type attack bonus against Alcremie when using Iron Head. All three of these Pokemon learn Iron Head, and Roserade will get the same type attack bonus on Poison Jab to hit Alcremie really hard right where it hurts. However, these Pokemon all have one thing in common. Does anyone know what these four Pokemon have in common? Yes! Mahapit, you got it! Oh my gosh, I thought I was just gonna have to tell you guys. Mahapit's a genius! Yes, you're absolutely right, Mayo. Fire is the weakness that all four of these Pokemon have in common, and guess what? Alcremie has a secret weapon. Mystical Fire is usually a move that Alcremie only learns through TR. This is a G-Max Alcremie. I caught it with Mystical Fire. This proves that Alcremie can just straight up use Mystical Fire during a G-Max raid to destroy Corviknight, Excadrill, Copperajah, or Roserade. What does Stored Power do? Oh, Stored Power is a psychic type attack. It has a base 20 power, however, it will deal more and more depending on how much the stats are raised. So if it has a +1 attack, then the base power becomes 40. If it has +2 defense, like if Alcremie uses Acid Armor, then the base power becomes 60. Oh yeah, it will do big damage against poison types. However, that's very true. That is very true, Mayo. But it's gonna be really low base 20 power, so you don't really have to worry about your poison types as much as you have to worry about your steel and grass types, or anything weak to fire, basically, because this is base 75 attack. Now, these three Pokemon here are the ones I really recommend for using against Alcremie, because they won't be taking super effective damage except from that stored power, like Mayo mentioned. These Pokemon are going to be very strong against Alcremie because they can all learn Poison Jab. Garbodor even learns Gunk Shot, which is even stronger than Poison Jab, except it has lower accuracy. So these three Pokemon hit Alcremie very hard. They're only really afraid of that stored power, which really isn't a huge deal because it's only base 20 attack. Garbodor has the best special defense and HP out of these three Pokemon, so it's the one that I recommend because against Alcremie, it's kind of a war of attrition. You're really just hitting Alcremie really hard, then Alcremie's hitting back and healing herself, so it's a really long, drawn-out battle against Alcremie. So I recommend Garbodor because you really want that defense, and it has great attack still. But if you want as much offense as possible, then Toxtricity is the way to go. If you want a balance, then Skuntank is the way to go. Correction, Alcremie when it's a 5-star raid using stored power, it doesn't actually use stored power. It uses max psychic, which will hit all of our poison types really hard. So I can no longer say that Garbodor is the best counter on this page. I would say that Skuntank is the #1 counter for Gigantamax Alcremie. It can use really strong poison jabs because it is a poison type itself, and it's also a dark type, which makes it completely immune to psychic type attacks. Congratulations, Skuntank. You did it. The final Pokemon I'm going to recommend to you guys is Togekiss, because your girl can learn the ability Hustle, and it can also use Smart Strike. What Hustle does is increase physical attack by 50%, but it does make your accuracy become lower. But we're using the move Smart Strike, which has 100% accuracy always. It never misses, so you don't have to worry about that loss of accuracy. You can just hit Alcremie really hard with a hustled Smart Strike. And the other reason why Togekiss is here is because she can learn the move Follow Me, which allows it to tank all of the hits from Alcremie so that Alcremie can't hit one of these 4 Pokemon here with a Mystical Fire. So once again, here's the page of Pokemon that I would recommend to use to counter Alcremie. Right now, I am right outside of Motostoke. I'm at East Lake Axwell, and if you come down this hill here, there's a little Pillow-Swine, which is not what we're looking for. Sometimes when it's not snowing, there will be a Garbodor right here, but don't worry, there's another place where Garbodor spawns. Let's check that spot out. Hey, here's a Snorlax, if you want to use that Snorlax to counter Alcremie. And you know what? Let me just show you where Skuntank shows up too. I believe this is North Lake Mylock. There's the Skuntank. He appears during most weather conditions. Okay, right over here, Bridge Field, right in between the 2 bridges, you can find Garbodor during most weather conditions. We're gonna take on this Garbodor, capture it. Maybe it'll be just what we need. Let's find out. Oh my gosh, so close. Are you for real? And he's gonna Pain Split me. I think that heals me. Okay, Garbodor. Oh, you got that shiny Rapidash now? Oh my gosh, that is such a good one, Freddy. I'm so jealous of you and your raid den. Whoa! He knocked himself out. Okay, it's fine. We have another Garbodor. We'll use that one. I already showed you guys one place where Skuntank can spawn, but let me show you one more spawn location for the skunk boy. Can spawn right over here in this little nook area. It is an overworld spawn around here, right here. This is another place where you can find a Skuntank. Garbodor. Wow, I just realized that's how his name is supposed to be read. Garbodor. I've been calling him Garbodor this whole time. It's actually Garbodor. It doesn't learn Poison Jab. No way. Okay, I didn't see that coming. What else can we use? I want something with 100 accuracy. Cross Poison. Okay, Cross Poison. A slashing attack with a poisonous blade that may also poison the target. Critical hits land more easily. Okay. Definitely don't need Explosion. Okay, let's see if Garbodor can learn anything else that's just going to be useful to us here in this raid. Metal Claw might raise its attack. I mean, with super effective damage. Yeah, okay, we'll teach it Metal Claw. We are officially ready to go hunt down some Gigantamax raids. I hope that I have an Alcremie raid somewhere in my wild area. We'll see. Right here, this can be a Roserade, by the way. Right now this is Vileplume, but it can be Roserade during fog or overcast weather. Overcast and fog. This can be a Roserade. Okay. Got a beam over there. No beams over there. Oh wait, is that... it's down there in the pit. In the pit. I fell in it, the pit. Y'all fell in it, the pit. Halucha. What's up, man? I'm looking for a shiny Halucha. Maybe I should shiny check this. He sees me. No, I don't have time for you. Barbaracle. That barnacle over there. For Alcremie, Lapras, and Colossal, I really want to try to find a super duper strong version of them. Like one that has like good ability, a good nature, and good stats. Then basically I want to just farm that raid over and over and over again. What's a good nature for our Alcremie? First of all, it has to be a nature that lowers attack because that's the one stat we don't care about. And then it also has to be a nature that increases special defense or defense, so bold or calm. Or it could be a nature that reduces attack and increases special attack, so that's modest. So we're looking for calm, bold, or modest. I suppose you could do something very unexpected by using like a timid nature to increase its speed, but I mean, all that is unexpected. It's not strong, it's just unexpected. I love seeing these Drifloons chilling on the water. Drifloon is one of my favorite Pokemon because it's a ghost type and it's from Gen 4, and it's just very cute, and it has a really nice shiny. Okay, that was a lot of reasons. Yeah, I like Drifloon. Promoted raid. We got Gigantamax Alcremie, let's go! There's my quick ball Garbodor. Alright, let's do it. Oh, we could Dynamax, actually. We should Dynamax. Oh, actually, this does less damage if we Dynamax. Interesting. Okay, well then we're not going to Dynamax. We're going to just Gunk Shot. Let's see how much damage a Gunk Shot will do. Okay, Sludge Bomb. Nice, okay. Alcremie has really high special defense, so that did so much damage because it was a crit. Gunk Shot did as much as that crit did, but it was not a crit. So there you go. Alcremie has really high special defense, so that Sludge Bomb was not nearly as strong as Garbodor's Gunk Shot. Oof, Inteleon getting blown away. Yep, like I said, Alcremie has really beastly special attacks, so things like that are going to happen. If Alcremie can hit you with a super effective hit, you just might be going down all at once. That spread move, not dealing any damage at all to us, so we all must be really high level, except for Agent Nat's Inteleon. Now we're going to go for the Cross Poison, because we just want to hit. We just need to land a hit. I just wanted to see how much damage a Gunk Shot would do through the shield. Now we know. It does pretty big damage, as much as a critical hit Sludge Bomb does. Without critting, by the way. That was nuts. That was huge damage, Woomy. Oh my gosh. Wow, that Dynamax energy really was useful for you. Alright, there you have it. That's how you completely demolish an Alcremie using some super effective hits. Sweet Veil Timid. No. This is a trash Alcremie. Sorry, Alcremie. I should just throw a Pokeball. I don't even care. I'm not going to Pokeball it. I'll repeat ball it. I can't believe it doesn't even have the hidden ability. I can't seem to capture an Alcremie with the hidden ability. Throw a Pokeball. That thing is worth $2. Wait, what? Why would I throw a Pokeball if it's worth $2? If it's worth $2, isn't it worth throwing a repeat ball? First of all, hello, Glinkasa. What's going on? How do you know that's worth $2? I didn't know that Pokemon had a translated dollar value. All right. Thanks to Woomy, we were able to find a 5-star Gigantamax Alcremie, so we can demonstrate the power of Garbodor against a fully powered up G-Max Wedding Cake. My friends and I were talking the other day, but it's a running joke. Toast and I... Oh, you rate Pokemon by the value of Pokeballs we'd throw at it? Oh my gosh. So that's why you said Alcremie was worth $2. Okay, now it's all coming together for me. Now I understand. Okay, I'd like to remind you guys that this Garbodor does not have perfect stats, so you guys will see how much damage a 5-star G-Max Alcremie will do to my level 80 Garbodor, and you can also see how much damage I'm going to deal to this Alcremie. So what's the most expensive Pokeball that what's the most expensive Pokemon you've captured? What's the highest value one? Yo, that's a Zamazenta. You don't see that too often. You mostly, I mean, yeah, you mostly see people throwing out those Zacians, but not Zamazenta. Super effective. Nice. Gunk Shot. Alright, that's how much damage a Gunk Shot will do to an Alcremie through the shield. Not the highest amount of damage ever. Ooh, that's big damage right there. That's super effective. Alright, so that's the weakness of using a poison type against Alcremie. It has that max psychic. I didn't realize it would be using max psychic. I thought it was going to be using stored power. But still, Garbodor ate that one hit. I think Smart Strike Togekiss with Hustle might be the best way to go, because you also have the option to use Follow Me to protect people who are like me and didn't realize that our poison types and steel types are going to take super effective damage. I mean, in Gmax Rage, you're only allowed to throw one ball, so it's really the price of the most expensive ball. I haven't bought any special ones yet, so it's $8 for an Ultra. Alright. So you got a couple $8 Mons? Got a couple $8 Mons? Or do you just not even throw those balls? You haven't met a Pokemon that good? I'm assuming you probably do throw those $8. Whoa, I died. Okay, well there you go, guys. Garbodor is dead. I'm glad that we went to the trouble to find a 5-star Alcremie to test this out on, so we could learn that it doesn't use stored power. It actually uses max psychic, which is not good for any poison types, unfortunately. Oh, except for Skuntank. Okay, Skuntank is the counter then. Let's go, Skuntank. All right. So now I need to go get some footage of Skuntank doing the job. Nice, we caught it. Okay, we tried to catch a Garbodor earlier, and it busted out on the third shake. After the third shake. So it was kind of tragic. So we'll just level up Skuntank a bit. Or a lot. Or 77. Yeah, that lucky double 7, you know? Okay, now we got this Skuntank all revved up, all juiced up. We'll find one more Gigantamax Alcremie. 5-star Gmax Alcremie, this is the one, y'all. Okay, everybody, we've got our 5-star Gigantamax Alcremie raid ready to go. We're bringing our counter, Skuntank. Oh, Dunsparce has that Excadrill, so Dunsparce is gonna have to watch out for the Mystical Fire from Alcremie. I don't have a Follow Me Togekiss ready to go, so unfortunately I'm not able to switch to that to try to protect Dunsparce. We'll just hope for the best. This Skuntank that I'm using does not have the best statistics. It does at least have an attack boosting nature, so the attack is going to be 10% higher, but the attack IV is only rated at decent. By the way, let's go Dunsparce with the shiny Excadrill, and Woomy with the shiny Charizard. I think I will let Woomy Dynamax because they've got the black Charizard. So I will not be Dynamaxing here. Like I said, the attack stat is only decent, but the HP and special defense are both best. So you're gonna see how little damage this Pokemon will take. But you are not going to see the maximum possible damage. You're just going to see pretty high damage. Poison Jab, you know, only base 80 power, but it's super effective. Let's go. Yo, Linkasa subscribed with Twitch Prime. Let's go. Thank you for the subscription. Oh, right, I can do this. Thank you for supporting me with your Twitch Prime subscription, Linkasa. That little jingle that you guys heard is from one of my favorite games of all time, Chibi Robo. If you're a fan of that game, sound off in chat, because that's what's up. I knew that Woomy would want to Dynamax. Oh my gosh, Woomy knocks off 2 shields and totally burns that cake. Oh no, this cake has been overcooked. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to cut through now. But hey, we've got poison. We're just gonna poison the cake. And look at that. Big damage from Excadrill. Excadrill does really big damage with those steel type attacks because it is a steel type. Ooh, look at that. Big damage from my poison jab. Yeah, I feel really confident with the Skunk Tank. Look at that. He's eating hits left and right. My whole team. Oh! Alright. Well, I guess you need an assault vest to protect yourself even more, but I mean, Skunk Tank was like tanking hit after hit after hit. I can still definitely say that I recommend Skunk Tank as a counter to Alcremie, but you could wear an assault vest to prevent something like that from happening, or you could just over level your Pokemon. Right now, this Pokemon that I'm using is only level 77. I thought I felt pretty confident. Oh my gosh, look at that huge damage. Let's go. And that's why you might want to use Excadrill, even though it's really, really risky. Excadrill does huge damage, so if you can get a Togekiss in there to keep Excadrill safe, then I would say that's a pretty... Oh, there's that flare. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Excadrill is dead, for sure. No way. Do you have, like, that item that lets you survive with 1 HP sometimes? What level is your Excadrill? What level is that Excadrill, Dunsparce? Is that level 100? How did you survive that? Oh, rip. Oh my gosh, you know how to make cheesecake straight up? I thought cheesecake making was like a forbidden art. That's delicious. And we just defeated this delicious cake. We kind of burnt it, but it'll be fine. We'll cool it off. It is level 100. Okay, Dunsparce's Excadrill was level 100, so if you completely over-level your Excadrill, then it will survive those super effective hits. And if you don't have the candy to support leveling up your Pokemon to level 100, I would say Skunk Tank is the way to go. Skunk Tank with Assault Vest has to be what you need. Linkasa, do you agree that your recipe is basic? Is it the type of thing that any old person could do? The difficulty comes if you want to mess around with the flavoring. Oh boy. Well, that's the fun part, isn't it? Kind of just experimenting with all the different flavors and how small differences can change the what's the word? The flavor identity. Aroma Veil and 5 perfect IVs. Really good. Yo, that is good. What nature does it have, Woomy? Gentle nature. Let's see. That's definitely not what we need, but let's see what gentle nature does. It's plus special defense minus defense. Yeah, it's not the best ability, but so it's not ultimately ultimate god tier, but we can actually farm a couple extras. Woomy, are you down to farm some extra Alcremie? Flavor experimenting is where it's at. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's fun because it's, it almost feels like science, right? You're just like, okay, let me change this one variable and see what kind of effect it has. Flavor science. Woomy's down to farm. Okay, let's hope I saved. Let's hope I saved before I went in here. Pretty sure I did, but you know, I could be mistaken.